Hello and welcome to my studio journal. Now back in 2022, I started to redesign my home studio, shifting from software to hardware for the first time. What began as a few videos for some curious students soon became an ongoing unfiltered record. So welcome to day 28. Pretty good day so far. I ordered a few things a few days ago. USB Ethernet adapter, Ethernet cable, and some more TRS cables. I believe they arrived today. We'll be opening those up shortly, and that'll allow me to move a little bit further ahead. In addition, I also found kind of a neat keyboard stand for the Advanced 49, and that will depend on the three scenarios I try out today. Today is going to be the day that I test these three scenarios. But before we get to what those three scenarios are, I would like to open up those Amazon packages. All right, with a wobbly camera and all, let's see kind of what we got here. So the first thing we have, just open it up here. Hey, all right, so this is the Ethernet cable. This is going to allow me, hopefully, what's going on here? Let's just double check. Okay, that's just a cap on the end. If we open this thing up, try and get more towards the center. Okay, this is what worried me to begin with. I didn't think, okay, I ordered this before. So anyhow, there we go. This should be an Ethernet cable. It should work just fine for what we need. This is going to go from the Machine Plus into the Wi-Fi router, so that we're going to have it able to use Ableton Link with an actual wired-in connection instead. So part one is done. Put this away. All right, now we'll just tidy this up here for a sec. Okay, so then this is the next thing that we have here. I'll cut this in instead. And inside this, I think we have the USB 2 gigabit. This should be going to the Ethernet cable. So, TP-Link, I was just reading a thing about them. Anyhow, this then should work. We will see if in fact it does. You know, you don't know until you try it out, but the good news is I'm sure that all these things can be sent back if need be. Clean this up. So that will solve one of our problems for sure. And let's see here. Here's the third thing that we have. Once again, just open this up here. And if I am correct, these are I got red this time. I thought I would fancy it up a little bit. Anyhow, these are the red TRS cables. Now, I bought these again because I can't believe it. It's $23 for two of these. $23 you get two of these. They're 20-foot TRS cables. Now, we'll see if these ones work as well as what the last ones did. The last ones I didn't notice any difference at all. And seriously, going over to the music store and buying these cables for $100 and some odd when I can spend $23 and get these things, in all honesty, there's a lot of my cables that I might be swapping out and doing this with. If when these run, well, I have these running from my audio interface to the Mackie Big Knob on the desk, right up there. Now the thing is, they don't run past power outlets and power cords and things like that. These will be. So we'll see if these pick up any interference. They're supposed to be aluminum shielded and that sort of thing. So we'll see. If they don't pick up any extra noise, I might be just ordering a bunch of these even for my mono synths and that sort of thing. Anyhow, there that is. And so now we'll move on with networking up the Machine Plus. So this is how this stuff always works out. I got the Ethernet to USB adapter. I got the Ethernet cable. Problem is, out of the machine has two USB ports. One is going to the machine jam. Well, you can see that right over here. And the other one, of course, is going to the keyboard right here. So that means there is no USB port for this. Everything always seems to work that way, except for, come on, we lucked out here. Remember earlier, I got this USB switch. It's brand new. I mean, I just got this thing. It has little buttons on it and all this sort of stuff. And that was the one that I was using over on the secondary desk that was causing problems that the mouse and the keyboard plugged in with the audio interface, and because it wasn't a powered hub, it was making all sorts of noise and that sort of thing. Well, that shouldn't be the case here. I'm going to use this on the back then to give us that extra port, and hopefully everything will work out. So let's take a look to see whether this actually is going to work out in the end. All right, so this seems to be working. Right now, I have the network turned off on the Machine Plus, so it's not using Wi-Fi. Neither is the Akai Force. I'm going to start the metronome here. That's what the metronome sounds like from Ableton Live. Now we're going to add in the metronome from the Machine Plus. Sounds pretty dead on to me. Now we're going to add on the metronome from the Akai Force. Yeah, I was just testing it. You can't even... Let me just make sure. Give me one sec. Yeah, you can't even hear the third metronome on there. Let's see if it is. Turn off the Machine Plus. Turn off the metronome here, if I can ever reach it here. It is that the Akai Force metronome is working as well. So there's the Akai Force metronome. Pretty close, pretty close. I'm going to add in the other one and add in the third one here. So there we go. So now most of it's networked up. Now what happens is I have to actually, well, let's see if we can find it here, eventually hook that into the desk. If you'd like to follow the full journey, check out my online studio journal linked in the description. Until next time, I'm just a music teacher having fun. Catch you on the next one.